Welcome to RWG Publishing, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we've got a really special one. We're looking at a book that's, well, it's more than just a story. It's packed with inspiration.
That's right.
We're diving into the Iron Fist Chronicles, A Boxer's Odyssey by Bill Vinson. It gives this, really powerful look at what success actually takes. Not just, in the boxing ring, but in life generally.
Absolutely. And our mission today, really, is to pull out those key insights, those nuggets of knowledge from Jack Iron Fist Thompson's whole journey.
Right.
Because, like you said, it's not just about boxing. It touches on resilience, mentorship, finding your purpose, stuff that goes way beyond just one goal.
Okay, let's get into it then. Right at the start, we meet Jack Iron Fist Thompson. Young boxer, past described as bruised as his knuckles.
Yeah, vivid imagery there.
Definitely. And the gym, for him, it's not just training, it's called a refuge.
A sanctuary, almost.
Exactly. A place to channel all that anger and pain into something tangible, something he could, mold into victory. What's so gripping about that starting point?
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how quickly the book establishes this deep sense of purpose for Jack. It's not just, I want to win fights.
Right.
He's fighting for something intensely personal. It says his drive comes from this vow to carry on his father's legacy,
Ah, okay.
to become the champion his father had always dreamed of being. His dad, John Thompson, was this local legend, apparently, a towering figure.
That's a lot of weight on his shoulders from the
It's a
start.
huge weight. And his father instilled that love of the sport, teaching him boxing isn't just about strength. It's about strategy, heart, and determination. So that foundation is just crucial. It gives everything he does this deeper meaning.
And you see that motivation playing out almost immediately. I mean, the nickname, Iron Fist, he got that in his first amateur fight.
Yeah, first fight. Knocked the guy out with a single devastating punch.
Talk about making an entrance.
Seriously. The raw talent was undeniable right from the get-go. But the book makes it clear it was matched by this unyielding resolve.
Okay.
And that combination leads us to a really pivotal moment, meeting Coach Harris.
Right. The coach.
Yeah, Harris. He's described as a seasoned boxing coach known for his no-nonsense approach. He watches Jack and basically says, potential kid, raw, but there's something there.
So he saw past just the big punch.
Exactly. It wasn't just a coach finding a fighter. It was more like a master sculptor seeing the potential in the marble, recognizing what could be shaped.
So what did that mean for Jack's training then, once Harris is in the picture?
It meant intensity, pure, unadulterated intensity. We're talking early mornings, 5 a.m. sharp.
Wow.
Harris pushed for perfection in every movement. He was all about precision and control, not just raw power anymore.
Refining that raw talent.
Precisely. But it wasn't just physical. Harris really stressed that boxing is as much a mental game as it is a physical one.
Okay, so building the mind too.
Absolutely. This wasn't just a coach teaching jabs and hooks. This was a guide preparing Jack for the long haul, instilling discipline, mental toughness right from day one.
Which brings us to where things get, even more complicated, right? Because Jack's star starts to rise, but he's facing this whole other kind of fight. Balancing the super tough training, a demanding day job construction, wasn't it?
Yeah, construction site. Hard physical labor on top of everything else.
And trying to have a personal life with Emily, that sounds exhausting.
It really raises that question, doesn't it? How do you chase a massive dream without, sacrificing everything and everyone else?
Yeah.
And Emily puts it really clearly. She tells Jack, you're pushing yourself too hard. You're barely sleeping. You're always exhausted. I don't want you to burn out.
So she's worried.
Deeply worried. And even Coach Harris, the guy pushing him, he backed this up. He says, pushing yourself too hard will only lead to burnout. Find a balance or you'll risk losing everything.
That's quite something coming from the demanding coach.
It really highlights that even these top athletes, these champions, they need that support system.
Right.
And they need the wisdom to actually listen and, prioritize sometimes.
And amidst all this, another challenge pops up. Victor, the Viper, Vasquez.
Ah, the Viper.
Tell us about Victor. He sounds like the perfect rival.
He really is set up as this formidable opponent, described as tough as nails and fights dirty.
Ooh.
And he's got this cold, calculating look in his eyes. Their first meeting, it just ignites this rivalry instantly. Victor's voice is dripping with sarcasm, trying to get inside his head.
So not just a physical threat, but mental games too.
Oh, absolutely. It's psychological warfare from the jump. Victor's trying to unsettle him, plant doubt.
So Jack's got the training pressure, the life balance pressure, and now this intense rivalry heating up. How does he cope, especially after his first pro win brings fame into the mix.
Well, that first professional victory, it really did catapult him into the spotlight. Suddenly there's media, fans.
The full package.
The whole package. And that brings its own kind of pressure, right? Coach Harris is constantly in his ear, stay grounded, don't let the fame mess with your goals.
Right. Keep your eye on the prize.
Exactly. And Emily's still worried, maybe even more so, about him pushing himself so hard and now with all this attention.
It sounds like a tightrope walk.
It's described as a delicate balance, chasing the dream versus maintaining his own well-being, his relationship. But the book emphasizes Emily's support is unwavering. He's determined, with her help, to make it work.
Okay, this story is intense. If this glimpse into Jack Iron Fist Thompson's journey has you hooked, imagine reading the whole thing.
Yeah, there's so much more detail.
You can find the Iron Fist Chronicles, A Boxer's Odyssey by Bill Vincents right now. Just follow the link in our show notes straight to Amazon and grab your copy.
Right.
You won't regret it.
It's definitely worth the read.
So the story builds towards the big one, the National Boxing Tournament. And Jack's pushing through injuries here, right, after a tough semifinal.
Yeah, he's hurting. And the book shows those moments of real self-doubt creeping in. He actually says things like, what if I'm not ready? What if I can't do it?
Even after all he's achieved.
Exactly. It shows that vulnerability, even in someone called Iron Fist. But this is where that support system you mentioned earlier really comes through.
Emily and Coach Harris step up.
Big time. Emily reminds him, you've faced every challenge head on and come out stronger. Don't let these doubts get to you. I believe in you. Just reinforcing his own history of resilience.
That's powerful.
It really is. And Coach Harris brings it back to the mental game again, reminds him of his heart and determination, essentially saying, we built you for this mentally and physically.
So it's not just about the physical fight, but winning that internal battle first.
Precisely. Believing in yourself when things get tough, when the doubts are loud, that's a huge part of the journey.
And this all leads up to the final showdown. Against who else but Victor the Viper Vasquez?
The ultimate clash.
It's described as an epic battle. Jack eventually pulls out a final devastating combination to knock Victor out. He wins. He's the champion.
Victory, cementing his place.
But the story doesn't just end with him raising the belt, does it?
No, not at all. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. The win brings this huge wave of relief and triumph, obviously.
Sure.
But then it shifts into this period of reflection and personal growth.
Okay.
And one of the most powerful moments for me is his decision to reach out to Victor.
To his rival after that intense final.
Yeah. Victor was apparently getting hammered by the media after the loss. Real backlash. And Jack, feeling empathy, understanding the pressure, he writes Victor a letter.
Wow. What was the reaction?
Victor actually called him, thanked him for the letter. And the book describes this as bringing a sense of closure to their rivalry.
That shows incredible character.
It really does. It speaks volumes about understanding and empathy. It shows a champion's character goes way beyond just winning. It's about grace, about seeing the person in your opponent.
That's a lesson that applies far beyond boxing, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Jack's commitment to giving back really reinforces that broader sense of purpose.
Right. He starts mentoring.
Exactly. He dedicates himself to mentoring young fighters, runs training camps, shares his wisdom. He tells them boxing is about more than just winning. It's about discipline, respect, and never giving up.
Passing on the philosophy, not just the punches.
Precisely. Passing on the values. And alongside that, he starts really prioritizing a well-rounded life.
Finding that balance they talked about earlier.
He really does. He starts exploring hobbies, learning guitar, cooking, things outside of boxing, and strengthening his relationship with Emily, finding that harmony, as the book calls it, between his career and his personal life.
So he's building a legacy that's much bigger than just his fight record.
Absolutely. It's a legacy of resilience, mentorship, empathy, and finding fulfillment in a whole life, not just a single pursuit.
What an incredible story.
Yeah.
Seriously, this deep dives into Jack Iron Fist Thompson's life. It's quite something.
It really is.
Going from that young boxer, driven by his father's legacy, dealing with Coach Harris's intense training.
Navigating fame, that fierce rivalry with Victor.
And then finding that balance, dedicating himself to mentoring, living that well-rounded life. It's just a fantastic arc of determination and and growth.
And it really shows that the true measure of a champion, like Jack demonstrates, isn't just the titles, right?
Right.
It's that inner strength they build, the empathy they show, the lives they end up inspiring.
Yeah.
Jack Iron Fist Thompson really embodies that. He shows us how you can achieve that kind of greatness, but also stay true to yourself, build something lasting.
Well, we've really only scratched the surface here of Jack Iron Fist Thompson's amazing journey. There's so much more in the book.
Oh, definitely. The detail, the nuances.
To really feel every punch, understand every challenge, and celebrate every triumph, you really need to read the full story.
Highly recommended.
Don't miss out. Get your copy of the Iron Fist Chronicles, A Boxer's Odyssey by Bill Vincents today. Like we said, the link to Amazon is right there in our show notes.
Easy to find.
From all of us here, thanks so much for listening to the Deep Dive podcast.
We'll catch you next time.
We'll be back soon with another stack of sources to unpack for you.